All right, let's get right into it. What if I told you that deep inside every one of your cells, there's a kind of master switch, one that basically controls how your body ages, a sensor that can tell your body to either grow or to enter a state of deep, deep repair? Well, today, we're going to decode that switch. To understand this, just imagine for a second that every single cell in your body has a tiny little fuel gauge, just like the one in your car. And it's constantly checking, always measuring how much energy you've got available. So what happens when that gauge starts to dip? When the needle hits the red because energy is getting scarce? Well, that's when something really incredible happens. This ancient survival circuit kicks in. A master switch flips on, and it changes everything. That master switch, it's a molecule, and it's called AMPK. The simplest way to think about it is as your body's main energy thermostats. It's the guardian that's always on duty, deciding when it's time to save energy, when it's time to repair, and when it's time to rebuild. Yeah, the full name, AMP activated protein kinase, is a bit of a mouthful, I know. But the most important part is right there at the beginning. AMP activated. See, your cell's main energy currency is a molecule called ATP. Think of it like a fully charged battery. When your cells use that energy, it becomes AMP, kind of like a spent battery. So when levels of AMP start to rise, it's a huge signal that the energy is running low. And that's the exact cue AMPK is waiting for to spring into action. So the switch is flicked. What does that actually mean? What really happens inside your body when you enter this so-called repair mode at a cellular level? Well, once AMPK is online, it doesn't mess around. It's like a general taking command. It immediately starts barking out a clear set of orders all through your body. And every single one of those orders is designed for one thing: survival and efficiency. And this just lays out the strategy perfectly. First, it yells, stop. It halts all the non-essential, energy-guzzling projects like building new fats or proteins. Then, it launches this massive cleanup operation, telling your cells to start recycling old, junked-up parts. That process is called autophagy. At the same time, it retunes your metabolism to burn the fuel you already have, like fat, way more efficiently. And it tells your cells to start pulling more sugar out of your bloodstream for immediate use. So what's the bottom line here? It's basically a masterclass in resource management. AMPK literally reconfigures your cellular operating system so you can not only survive, but actually thrive when energy is low. It's all about helping your cells do more with less. And these actions, they have some seriously profound benefits when it comes to longevity. Activating AMPK isn't just a short-term survival trick. It's one of the most powerful anti-aging tools we know of. It kicks off that cellular cleanup. It actually improves the function of your mitochondria, your cellular power plants, and it quiets down inflammation, which is a major, major driver of aging. But here's the thing, AMPK doesn't work alone. To really, truly understand its power, you have to meet its opposite number, its counterpart, in what is really a great metabolic balancing act. So on one side, you have mTOR. That's the growth switch. When you eat, mTOR fires up telling your body, build, grow, store energy. Then, on the other side, you've got AMPK, our repair switch, which, as we know, turns on when energy is low. Now, you need both. They're both absolutely essential. The problem is that in our modern world, with food available 24/7, a lot of us have that growth switch, mTOR, stuck in the on position. And that just constantly pushes growth, which can actually accelerate the aging process. So the real key here, the secret to metabolic health, isn't about picking a side. It's not that mTOR is bad and AMPK is good. Nope. The secret is the rhythm. It's all about cycling between these two states, periods of building and growth, followed by periods of cleanup and repair. That's the dance of longevity. And you know what the best part is? The most empowering part of this whole story? You can actually do this yourself. You have the power to consciously and naturally flip on this incredible repair switch. And the way you do it, it sounds kind of paradoxical at first. You activate this deep repair and renewal pathway by introducing simple, gentle stressors to your body. These are just small challenges that signal a temporary shortage of energy, which is the exact signal that AMPK is designed to respond to. And here are the heavy hitters, the most proven ways to do it. Things like exercise, especially endurance training or HIIT, are fantastic at activating AMPK. Fasting is another big one. And you don't have to go crazy. Even a simple 12 to 16-hour overnight fast can be enough to get the ball rolling. Brief exposure to cold, like a cold shower, or heat, like a sauna, works too. And yep, even certain foods that are rich in things like polyphenols can give that AMPK switch a little nudge. You know, when you zoom out, the science of AMPK really teaches us something much, much bigger. It's a profound lesson about health, about aging, and maybe even about life itself. It's all about the rhythm. Let's just sit with that for a second. Our entire modern world basically screams at us that more is always better. More food, more comfort, more convenience. But our biology, our ancient wiring, it tells a very different story. True health, true longevity doesn't come from a life of constant abundance. Instead, our bodies are literally designed to thrive on a cycle, a rhythm that goes back and forth between having plenty and having a little less, a dance between using energy and conserving it, a beautiful balance between periods of growth and absolutely essential periods of recovery and repair. So I'll leave you with a question to think about. In a world that is constantly demanding more from you, more growth, more output, more everything, are you consciously, intentionally building in time for repair? Are you giving yourselves the chance to